Well, it seems that the doctors, I'll call them doctors, just because they're mentioned that way in an article, it seems that the doctors in Arizona and Alabama are closer to quacks than doctors. These doctors can't even get a needle into a blood vessel. That is almost unheard of. Here is a man who was sentenced to die. He was there with his arms outstretched for over an hour as they continuously jabbed and jabbed at him, trying to get the needle in. This man is 76. You can see he's very healthy looking. He would not be difficult to get a blood vessel stabbed with a needle. It would be very easy on this guy. And yet, they stabbed him repeatedly over an hour. It takes less than a minute to know you can't find a blood vessel. So we could imagine they could have stabbed him 60 times and not found a blood vessel. And they eventually got it in. He eventually was executed. But what kind of torture is this? And these people are supposed to be doctors. I don't think they're doctors. I think they're quacks. And I think there should be a full investigation as to who is taking care of the patients in these prison systems. It seems like this is medical craziness that you can't even get a needle in a blood vessel. Same thing in Alabama. Alabama has been having repeated problems getting needles into prisoners who are up to be executed. Most recently, they jabbed a person for over an hour, and they were still jabbing him when his writ of execution expired. In other words, he could not die after a certain time, and they were still jabbing at him. So he was spared execution. That's not this man, that's another man. But the people can't even get a needle into a blood vessel. Well, that's not a doctor. That's just some guy on the street who's trying to stab a blood vessel. And it's really crazy. Another time in Alabama, they couldn't get the needle into the arm or any blood vessel of a prisoner who was trying to be executed. So they took the person behind a closed curtain, did who knows what, and eventually the guy was dead. Well, it seems that these people have to either get real medical people in there, or they have to figure out a better way of executing the criminals. It should not be that difficult to give a barbiturate, propanol, or any other medicine combinations to an inmate who is scheduled for execution. They couldn't even get the electric chair right. When they were doing the electric chair, they were having all kinds of problems, and people were actually burning up in the electric chair on fire because they couldn't even get those procedures right. So, sad situation. What do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye.